Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Emo Kids Anonymous. I'm your host, Rob LeFou. Now, unfortunately, my co-host, Amanda, couldn't be here today, so you're stuck with me, and for that, I apologize. And we got a hell of an interview with a hell of a band coming up here real soon. Their name is Updog. Now, I know what you're thinking. What the fuck is Updog? Nothing. What's up with you? I'm sorry for that joke. Anyways, moving on, before we get to the interview, obviously, do us a favor, subscribe, like, follow the podcast, stay up to date, all that would be awesome. You can follow us online at Emo Kids Anonymous, at Emo Kids Anon Pod on Twitter. Same with Never Phase Network, neverphasenetwork.com. Check out our sister pods as well, the Ska Mailman, Stereo Therapy. Very cool things happen over there. Now, before we move on to the episode, though, I got one more thing I want to talk to you guys about. Did you know that 1 in 3 men just ignore skincare? That's right, fellas. The bros ain't paying any attention to our fucking faces over here. Well, I know why that is. It's complicated. There's all these products. It's this or that. It's cringy. I don't know. Well, guess what? Our buds over at Brodegé, they're solving all that for you here, okay? It's an all-in-one solution, easy to use, easy to get. All you do is head over to Brodegé. You go to the Brodegé website, you find it right down there. You enter Emo Kids at checkout, you get your first bottle for $10. How about that? Don't say I never did nothing for you, okay? Now, without further ado, here's my interview with Updog.
Holy shit.
We're all here.
Do we have a green screen with the other guy too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. There's only been, we've done like 50 of these, and only one band has ever had the wherewithal to be like, let's green screen it. And
Dude,
it was
100.
Summer Brews. It was Summer Brews, and halfway through I realized he moved. It was the guy from fucking Trapped. Like, I don't know. I didn't think anything of it the whole time. I literally just thought maybe that was what his house looked like, and he moved. I was like, who's the fucking vampire behind you? Oh. Anyways, hi guys. Sorry on the pushback.
Sorry, brother. It happens. I ended up getting home pretty late too, so I get the struggle.
Yeah.
Worked out very nicely. Yes. My co-host Amanda could not be here today. She is on PTO right now. I didn't want to approve it, but she threatened to quit if I didn't. So you guys are, yes. So, welcome to Emo Kids Anonymous. Updog. By the time this comes out, your EP is going to be a few days old, going nowhere fast. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So, for a lack of better terms, and I'm sorry because I'm sure you've heard this 1,000 times, what the fuck is Updog? Like, yeah. Well, let's run through the gamut here then. Who do we got here today for the viewers at home, including our friend behind us?
Yeah.
Give her some room.
Oh, yeah, that's Burger.
That's Burger.
That's Burger. That's the horn master himself.
That's the
horn
fucking
master.
guy on the voicemails doing the fucking all that stuff.
Yeah.
This should have you called me. Yeah. I was wondering. I was like, I don't think this is a sample from something. I think this is just a buddy leaving a voicemail.
It's just some dude.
It's
yeah.
just Burger leaving a voicemail.
Yeah, I was in Austin for like a week just hanging out with friends, and I was actually going on the first date with my partner, and Burger also so happened to be on the way to Austin to come hang out with everyone, and they just kept calling me, but I wasn't gonna answer my phone because I'm on a date. And then
You're on a date. You're doing romance. Yeah.
Those were real?
yeah, and Burger was just like, Burger cooked. They're just like,
That's funny.
how can I make the most get more and more outrageous with the voicemails?
Solid.
That's a very Burger, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We all have ADHD.
That's all good. I appreciate you, Miss Tuna.
Oh yeah, Suna.
Hi.
I'm Cody. Yeah.
I'm Jeremy.
Damn. Okay. So we almost got the full gamut. We're missing the drums today, and I mean
Perfect.
Burger, who's here in absentia.
Yeah. Trevor lives up in Houston, so and Burger's in
so-
Austin. So
Damn. Okay.
yeah, we just had this picture of Burger on the computer.
It's a nice one. I'm honestly really happy you did it because I like when I was listening to the EP the first time, like there's this nice thing going on right now where there's like horns are back in vogue and they're used very tastefully and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it's just like, oh, like, and I go look, I'm looking at the credits. I'm like, Burger Bailey. I'm like, I got to talk to Burger Bailey. Like That's the most made up name I've ever fucking heard. Like, I gotta know
It
what's
is
going on
all,
here.
all names are made up, but that is the most made up name.
It's
Fuck. You know, I never really thought about it like that, but yeah, technically everything is made up, brother. You got a point.
It's like when somebody gets mad for like new slang happening, like old boomers, and they're like, "It's just a made up word." And it's like, bro, all words.
All the words are made up. Yeah. Yeah. That's a fair point too, especially like as you get older, people start bitching. I'm just like, do you remember the dumb shit we used to say? It's like, well, when we did it, like we had purpose behind it. It's like, no, we didn't. We were stoned out of weed that we smoked out of a soda can, brother. Like,
we were talking about the recent like 6-7 epidemic and how like it's annoying, but like when you think about it, we had annoying shit too. We had like fucking
yeah.
21 and like other shit.
And I find it charming because I don't understand it. And I
Yeah.
assume like of all the things, most of the things on the internet are like, you know, like there's a lot of like, I don't know if you guys have spent a lot of time on the internet. There's like a lot of like racism and like just people being dicks on there and stuff like that. So if people are just going to laugh at some numbers, I'm going to say fuck it and go with it. I have a buddy, Zach, that watches these, one of our friends, and he'll 6-7 me all the time. He's got kids that are like at 6-7 age. My kids are like babies. Like they don't know this shit, but he'll do it to me and I don't know what it means. So it's like, I'm trying
It's
to stay
like a
cool. So I'll be doing it
sleeper cell
back and shit. And like, makes me feel young.
It's like a sleeper cell activation freeze. Like you say that around a child and they'll go nuts. It's wild.
Oh yeah, like
They
my
can't-
partner's nephew. That
Yeah.
kid's like 8, and like,
Oh yeah, you pull that on an 8-year-old.
yeah, like
Love it.
like every time like they're like in town or like we go and visit, it's like they want to play Roblox, and there's like 6-7, 6-7, 6-7.
See, I am a school photographer, so every time like I count, I've gotten into the habit of saying, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Like I just skip it.
You skip it in your head, yeah.
Even on accident, they'll do the stupid shit. I don't know the juggling or what it is. It's just so annoying. I'm so because they do the shit with their hands. Like I'm trying
The
to
hands too. I didn't know about the hands thing till literally like 2 hours ago. I saw a video and they were all. I don't think I've actually seen it in the wild. I only know it because of my
in
buddy
the
Zach.
wild.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, on the wild, on my phone, on Twitter, down the street. Yeah, it happens. So we have members in Houston and Austin. Where are you guys based out of?
Corpus Christi, Texas, the fucking 361.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Damn.
Almost Selena.
Almost Selena.
Homosexual and Whataburger.
Home of Selena. Okay.
And
What else came out?
Clarissa Cerna from The Voice.
Hell yeah.
Shout out her.
Oh, and
Oh,
Heaven's Gates guy. The
Yeah.
Heaven's Gate guy.
And the fucking goat, the popcorn guy a few years ago who like juggled the popcorn and shit. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I don't remember the popcorn guy at all.
Look up popcorn guy. You'll immediately see so many things about it.
Yeah, that was
Born
like,
and raised.
wasn't that like right after COVID?
Yes.
Yeah, that was just like the
So
kid
everyone else has learned how to make sourdough, and this asshole's just over here juggling popcorn.
He's been doing that for years. I remember seeing him before he blew up.
before he was big.
Back when he was just like a small indie, unsigned popcorn guy. Yeah, yeah, pulling the hipster card. Shit, Jason Grosbell, the popcorn guy. Yeah, internet star, movie theater. Oh shit, never mind. No, I've seen this dude. That dude's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Have
good.
you gone and seen him in action?
Yes. Well, not since he got famous, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen him after he got famous. I don't know if he still works there.
I haven't seen
He
him.
started.
in a
He
really
big leagued
long
the shit out of the movie theater.
I know. He's like, fuck y'all.
Yeah, he went
Yeah.
to like the Oscars and it was just like,
Did he really?
yeah, he got invited to the Oscars
For what?
because he's the popcorn guy.
He's a popcorn guy. They're movies. Yeah.
Did they
Good
give him
for him.
popcorn to spin, or was he just there?
I don't remember.
Oh, they got some use out of him. There's no free rides
Right.
for
Yeah.
anything.
You
Yeah,
wake
no,
up one morning. No. You fucking
yeah.
no. You wake up
Yeah.
one morning in Corpus Christi. The next day, you're sitting next to fucking J-Lo. And
Yeah.
you're wondering
Yeah.
how you got there.
Yeah, asking where Brad is because you want to hang out with him because he seems like a nice guy who's just a little sad. Yeah.
I can see that.
Right?
That's
He's
the-
got this, just looks stressed out all the time.
Yeah, he's got like the
I want to hang out with Ben Affleck.
oh.
Well, I think Ben's got the. Did I say Brad Pitt? I meant Ben Affleck. They're the same.
Oh,
name.
yeah.
All white people are the same thing to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck looks sad. I think he's like
when he
he's-
has this thing,
He's
and
juggling
like,
2 gens. He's got kids. He just wants to fucking cigarette, bro. I can relate, you know? Like, give him a break.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the representation like depressed people need.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice to see that, you know, people give a hard time to the upper middle class white guy often. It's nice to see that their life could be miserable too, you know? Like, that dude doesn't look very happy. All right.
We need to start speaking up about white people more. They have
Honestly, yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. That's
We
the
need to
quote.
advocate for we
What's
really need
that?
to start. We need to start advocating for the white men. They don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Yeah, as a white man with a podcast. Yeah. We're very underrepresented here. I don't know if you guys have seen the news too. They've been coming for us hard. So yeah, the few the proud, whatever. I don't know.
What was that?
Solidarity.
Solidarity. Yeah.
I see you, white boy.
Yeah. Okay, so when does this band start? What's the story here? What's the origin story of the Updog? Take me back to the puppy days.
So it was like a bedroom project, and like I was just like but it was just me, and I was just like making songs like garage band, and then like I'll like play acoustically live, or sometimes like make a backing track, and then like COVID like happened like immediately. And it was just like, oh, okay, well, I'm not gonna do this for a while. So I just like wrote a bunch of music and like recorded a demo. And then like when lockdown stopped happening, like friends like wanted to like help me make a band. So like I guess like we started doing like full band stuff like 3 years ago.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
been a while. What do you
Yeah.
have to say, Jeremy?
So what do you got?
You ain't got shit to say.
No, we were at a bar one night, and I had just bought my bass because I was working on a studio project myself. And Cody was like, "I'm looking for band members," and I said, "That's crazy. I just bought a bass."
Like, what do you
And
know? I got a bass in the trunk.
yeah, our buddy Nathan was like, "I can play drums," and then Nathan looks at me and he was like, "You can play the bass?" I said, "No, but it's like pop punk. I can figure it out."
Figure it out. Yeah. I've been rooting out that shit.
Yeah. And I've been playing bass for them ever since.
Yeah.
The best bass players are like accidental happenstance bass players. If I ever meet someone that bought a bass when they were like 10 and that's like their primary instrument, like their life, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I liked it a lot more than I anticipated, because my first like actual instrument that I learned was the ukulele. And so I was just like, that's what I play. I play the uke. And then I could
There you
fiddle around
go.
on the guitar. And then I was like, fuck, I need a bass. And I bought a bass, and that ended up being my primary instrument. But
What did you get the
easier
ukulele?
your primary
Was the
instrument.
ukulele like was this like a never shout never phase or some shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking hair.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I bought a ukulele in high school because I listened to Never Shout Never's Me and My Youth.
Yes.
And I was like,
Yeah.
gotta have one.
Talk about white boys.
Yeah.
Talk about fucking white boys. Christopher
dude,
Drew.
Right. I was like, I clocked that shit. I was like, yeah. If you were in high school between like 2008 and 2012, yeah, you went through a Christopher Drew phase probably.
Yeah, no, yeah, you did. And that's because that's when that was at like the height of my like discovering like punk and third wave ska and stuff. And that's what I listened to. That's when I was like finding Operation Ivy and Rancid and like Goldfinger and Streetlight. And then Christopher Drew comes up. That's fucking
Knock his way in there. Yeah. One of these
Yeah.
names seems like it doesn't belong.
It was during the Fireflies era, the Owl City Fireflies, that
Oh.
probably
Okay.
snuck its way in. And
Yeah. That was a
Yeah.
whimsical era for the white boy. Yeah.
yeah, it was good.
God, that was horrible.
It was a good time.
Like the songs are great, but that like
Arrow.
arrow is
That era?
horrible.
I have a theory, and like a year and a half ago, I posted something on TikTok where it was like, Obama was the worst president because the media was so bad, because white folk, we got too comfortable and we got silly, this and that. And like, it's like, you know, because there's the stomp clap, the indie stuff, Parks and Rec, Hamilton, like all the, I'm like, we got too comfortable. But yeah, let me just say that it brought out the weirdos. The weirdos came and they were like, yeah, Obama fucking, and I'm like, brother, I was just fucking, I'm just talking about fucking Community and Parks and Rec, bro. I don't.
God,
That was a time.
that was it.
I would like to go. I would rather be there than here.
It was so innocent, it seems like.
I don't know.
Because that's when, I mean, I feel like now the internet's been around for so long that like all the trends are like built upon each other, but that was kind of like the
Yeah.
first of its time.
Dude, everyone like looking back, like in that like song clap era,
Mhm.
that was a weird era.
The twee.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was this, it's, to me, it's like a lot of like, there's like the big third wave emo pop punk boom in the 2000s. So it's like, you know, like I saw firsthand, like all these kids, it's like a pipeline. And then like the alternative music Warped Tour-y stuff started getting more metalcore-y. And if you didn't go with that and you didn't go with the EDM stuff, like you transitioned into that. Like it was easy to go from, hey, I like Hawthorne Heights. Now I like Bright Eyes. Now I like
Yeah.
Never Shot Never. Fuck it. I'm Mumford and Sons. Now we're doing yeah.
Hey, Bright Eyes fucked though.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
Good.
The Bright Eyes was
All
great.
time favorite. Connor, if you're listening to this, I would love to have you on, buddy. I know you're a big fan.
Wow.
Dude,
We'll see.
actually,
We'll see if he comes.
Bring me with you. That sounds great.
If Amanda doesn't show that down, I'm gonna text you. Be like, bro, I need someone to
Oh,
hop in with me.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Tuna, Miss Tuna. Can I call you Tuna? Is this a real name here?
My name's Emily, but my friends call me Tuna, so you can call me Tuna or whatever you're
Yes.
comfortable with.
I don't know. Yeah, Tuna really
A lot of
sticks with me.
pressure. Tuna
Yeah,
works.
it is. It is.
Yeah.
I do see you as trustworthy though, because you're a photographer at a school, and I imagine they've gotten a lot better at that. Because when I was younger, the photographer was usually kind of creepy.
Oh, yeah. It's really tricky. Like, sometimes, like, I'll have to adjust, like, I don't want to touch them. So I'm like, can you, like,
Yeah.
get your, like, necklace, like, can you just, lift it a little bit? I don't,
Oh, bro, the
it's
creepy guy that used to do ours, that he had like an assistant lady, and she was like one of those like is very. You ever seen 51st Dates? Kind of like very like androgynous in like a mean, scary way, and she'd like.
what you mean? Off-putting. Oh, hell no.
And I'm just fuck, like my hair. No, my hair
can't-
smells like fucking scotch and jelly. Like fuck.
I
I don't like that scene.
I can't like touch them, even if it's on accident. Like even if I have to fix their hair and like I'll accidentally touch their neck. I'm like, I am so
Yeah,
sorry.
right. You're like I ain't trying to. Yeah,
These are dirty.
and as a woman too, like there's not like any. You know, it's like as a guy, I'd be extra worried. Like figure it out. Like even with my own kids, I'm like, figure out the bathroom, brother. You know.
Yeah, no, I feel like I'm like I'm new, and I feel like everyone else is like older, like manly, like big type, and so I'm kind of like, I don't know. It's interesting, but I feel like if anything, it made me realize that kids are really dirty, like just naturally. Like
Like
I didn't
straight
realize
the grime on them.
the grime, like they just
They're
like
disgusting.
like open cough or like I'll take the
Disgusting.
stickers off their shirt and like 30 minutes later, my nails will be like black. I have to like wash my hands very frequently because they're dirty and they don't like clean.
I
Oh yeah.
no, trust me, I find them disgusting. They're
No,
gross.
grow
I'm
up.
constantly yeah, grow up,
Clean yourself, little bro.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Need to get a fucking hose set up in the back to just like
Yeah.
pressure wash them.
Yeah.
I actually, one last school thing before we ask you about actually like what you do in the band and all that kind of stuff. I picked up my son today. Let me just say, his aide lady, he tried to kiss her. Like he's 7, he's got like pretty strong tism, and like, we're like, say bye, and he turns back and he like leans up on her like that. I'm like, brother, don't. And you can see her, she's like so uncomfortable.
No.
Like, I don't know who this is worse for right now. Like this is awkward all around. I'm like Benji, like too young to have these kind of conversations with you. You're 7, but like it's generally we don't
It
kiss people on
happens.
the mouth like that.
It happens to the best of us. I've been there. Maybe
You were
not.
the kid or you were the lady?
The kid.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it happens to the best of us. Yeah.
Right.
It's part of life. Yeah.
Right.
It's like whenever you're like in kindergarten and you accidentally call the teacher mom.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
I was doing.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
I would have fucking
Right.
never went back to that school if I did that. I felt
Yeah.
those kids would do that and I'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shame, the level of shame you have to live with after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, ah, shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, oh fuck, on God type shit. So
Yeah.
how did you how did you manage to find your way with these
Bros.
silly fellas here? Yeah. How'd you find yourself running with the dogs?
It was like 2022. I just kind of got out of college, and I met Cody through a mutual friend. And I'd never been in a band before. Like I would like mainly play classical guitar, and I'd never really
Mhm.
I've always liked punk and stuff like that, but I'd never played chords and shit. And then I met Cody, and they were like, "Let's have 3 guitars," and I was like, "I mean, sure, I guess." So actually, the first show I played, I was filling in on bass for Jeremy.
Oh yeah.
Too. Uh,
Okay.
it's pretty crazy. And then after that, I was on guitar, and at that point, like 2022, 2023, I was kind of just like playing just like regular power chords. But as time goes on, like, we all get closer, we all understand each other more, we, play shows more, we have time to
Yeah.
like come together more, we have a better understanding. I mean, now me and Cody live in this house, like we're all good friends, and now I feel like everything has just grown so much since, I mean, even fucking before I was there. Like it's just crazy seeing the evolution. It's cool.
This is nice. It's nice, right?
Mhm. Yeah, it is.
Were you on the first record as well? Were you guys all on the first record?
No, only because they had recorded after I had joined.
Are
Okay.
No, I had joined the band, but I didn't have I don't think I felt comfortable recording because I didn't know anything yet. I
Okay.
don't.
Yeah,
But
it was like mostly done whenever
yeah,
we just
Yeah.
had to add vocals
that
at that
is
point.
crazy. Wow.
Yeah, you did all the guitar.
Yeah. And then like, yeah, you're on like that single we did after that.
Oh, Night Owls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
then,
crazy.
yeah.
Was it weird, Cody, going from like doing everything and it being like your little baby like your thing to like kind of having to open up and let everyone else in and become a collaborative thing?
Honestly, no, like it was fun. It's like I know like my songwriting limitations, so it's just like anytime anybody could like throw in something cool, I was like, oh hell yeah, like that sounds sick. I would have never thought
Right.
of that. So it's like I'm like open to like really open to like once everybody was like, I have ideas, I'm like, oh yeah, let's do it. Like I want to be more than just like it just being like a live band and I'm just like writing everything. Like we're friends, like we like a lot of sing music. We like have like all these cool ideas that like I feel like just make I guess just have made it like really like more dynamic because like I feel like if it was just me writing the songs, it'll be like a very certain like kind of just like a really certain way.
Yeah.
So yeah,
If it was just you writing the songs, what would the band sound like?
I don't know. I feel like more like
Letterman.
more yeah, more like Latterman, like Long Island, like punk from like early 2000s. That's like I don't know, like festcore stuff.
It's interesting you say it because even when I listen now, I'm like, this is like extra yearny, anxious, frantic Rosenstock.
Huge for you.
I think we wear our the bands that were influenced by on our sleeve. That's definitely a thing.
Uh,
But it's a good thing. It's gotten us to Fest, which is like that's dope.
well, it's
Yeah,
like
that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like like I don't know. I just like writing stuff I like stuff I want to listen to.
Yeah, Cody's really good at allowing us to do whatever we want on our instruments. Very rarely, and I'm speaking as a bassist, but very rarely does Cody ever look at me and say, "Play this instead." So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, I imagine too, as it, because that's the thing too, like as it grows, because I've been in that position, I've talked to other people in that position when it's like your band kind of thing, it's this thing, and other people are in it, and you kind of have this, other people start bringing their influence. Sometimes people get like really weird and ego-y about it, you know what I mean? And like you said, Updog is about the friends you make along the way, There's no fun being the lone shelter dog out there. Like you have like,
The lone wolf.
yeah, I guess a wolf is a dog too, yeah. You can share your wins with each other too. You make up something cool. It's just you. It's like it's a different sense of pride and sharing with people as opposed to like, hey, we all made this together. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely. It just makes it way more fun, because it's just like I get to be like at the end, he's like, "Oh, hey, I'm making music with my friends. This is cool."
Exactly. So, new EP just came out. By the time this comes out, it'll be out, I think, 4 days, 3 days, 5 days, or something like that. What was the recording process for this one? How is this one a little different than the full length?
Oh, I guess, yeah, we're all just like heavily involved with it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like what we recorded is like we recorded like pretty much the guitars, bass, and to like program drums and a
Mhm.
metronome. And then like we kind of like would like just mess with the program drums a little bit and then like have suggestions from like our producer, Steven Jolly. um, was just like he was always just like, "Hey," like, just really great with suggestions, be like, "Hey, why don't you try this?" Or, "Hey, what about you do this?"
Yeah.
And we're like, "Okay." And then, like, once we got that and, like, had an idea, we sent it to our drummer, and our drummer, like, kinda just like, "Okay." So, like, they didn't play what we, like, wrote, they, like, came up with their own stuff,
Yeah.
but it was just, like, we just, like, did it so they could have an idea to work off of. And then, like, same thing with well, Berger was still living with us here at the time. So, like, pretty much, like, either Burger, like, would, like, try to figure out stuff with, like, themselves with the keyboard and try to, like, write it on a keyboard first so they could get, like, the notes and then, like,
Yeah.
do the from there. Or, like, we'll be in the studio and, like, we'll be, like, they give a part and then, like, MIDI, like, right there, and then Burger would be like, "Okay, I can play that." And then
I was gonna say, yeah, it's nice to swap out. Like, I imagine, like, you hear in the early version, demo version with like the MIDI horns, and then you get to actually hear the real version. Like, there's nothing
Yeah.
worse to me than like MIDI horns.
Yeah.
Big I'm a huge fan of saving all that stuff for archival purposes
Hmm.
because there are small minuscule changes that get made throughout the writing and the recording process, and I'm a fucking dork, and I love the idea of, like, later on, God willing, if this band, like, still exists after, like, 15, 20 years, be like, this is all the old demos that we found on a hard
Yes.
drive, and some of them sound like absolute shit, but it's fun to listen to.
yeah.
That's awesome. Like, so I love the songwriting process in that I hate recording. I think recording is the worst thing
You're so
to
fast with
do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
but
Trimmy's in and out one take.
Bassists hate it because for bass, it's not very fun. Like, you're plugging into the DI and you're just like laying down your tracks all the
Ye
time, this and that. It's like,
it's
okay, like, why are you
mostly
guys taking so fucking
yeah, but also it's like "Okay, do it again." I'm just like, "Alright, let's do
Tedious.
it again." Yeah, it's really tedious, and I think that just it just
Ba
oh, I
Bass
hate it.
Day, yeah.
I'll say that about every instrument. I've recorded other instruments besides bass, like
Mhm.
Sax.
sax. I've recorded vocals, like, it's just probably my least favorite part of being a musician is the recording process.
That's it.
But that being said, I think there's some really cool stuff that comes out of it, like the EP or, old archival demos that you can go back and listen to and see the way a song kind of evolves over its recording process.
Yes.
I think that's awesome.
There's a tuna that I honestly wrote a lot in the studio.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
all the lyrics, like, I wrote in the studio,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Was that a matter of like procrastination?
No, I just, like, had ideas, but I just, like, really think it through and, like, whenever, like, we're, like, tracking, it just gave me time to, like, listen to, like, the song on loop a lot, and, like, it gave me, like, a really, like I don't know, like, usually when I write songs, it's just kinda like, "Oh, hey, what am I doing today?" Or like, "Ah, dang, I was thinking about this today." Or like so it's just like, I don't know, it gave me, like I guess with, like, lyric-wise, like, I don't know, I like that because it was just like, oh, I get to write what I was, like, at that very moment whenever, like, we're, like, recording vocals.
A little more like stream of conscious as opposed to like overthinking.
Yeah, yeah, kinda, yeah, yeah.
I think that's good. I think like one of the like I think of like hip hop kind of pop music, but especially like hip hop and country. Like I'll hear like I can think of like plenty of times over like the last like decade plus, right? Hear like a country song or something. I'd be like, that's the dumbest line I've ever heard of. I would never write that down, but it's great. You know, like the dumbest cut, you know, like little like fucking the Cruise for Florida Georgia line, like baby, you a song, you make me want to roll my windows up. Like that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, but like people all fucking saying that, so maybe I'm the dumb one kind of thing. I think with like rock music and rock genres, like a lot of the times we want to be like poetic, so we like are overthinking it really hard and like, no, I shouldn't say that. I should say something cooler. And a lot of the times it's like the dumbest fucking thing, you know, like I mean that's country music in a nutshell. I mean, hip hop, everything as well. But I think it's lended, you know, rock music and like we musicians tend to take themselves a little too seriously in a lot of different parts of our world. I've heard where it's like, oh, I rewrote the lyrics 6-7 times. It's like, you didn't have to do that, brother.
Yeah.
How many
You really
times?
didn't. Like 6, 7. That was fucking a natural one. Wow.
It sucks that those numbers come after each other.
I know.
It's not like 6-9, which is like
Right, yeah, 69. Like you have to be really like go out of your way to drop a 69. It's very clearly a reference. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
Everyone says
6
6-7, like on accident.
on accident.
Yeah.
It's all
Because that's the number that naturally follows 6.
so unfortunate.
yeah.
But I get what you're saying.
You right? Yeah. Yeah.
No, yeah, I do think that people tend to take themselves. There's this like idea where it's just like I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna do whatever I want, and then I feel like sometimes that's where the best stuff comes out. You
I
stop
think so.
holding yourself. I think you should hold yourself to a standard, but I also like things that suck. I like
Yeah.
when things kind of suck a little bit. So like,
It's
It has like a
authentic.
charm to it.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
a charm. Like I like bad music sometimes
Yeah.
because at least with a actual bad song and someone's genuinely trying, there's something to be found there, right?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
See what they're
art.
trying to
It's like
do.
expression.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah.
like it feels like whereas like I go like especially like I think of like I don't know the technical term. I call it like octane core. Like a lot of the bands that like bands that are people associate with like emo or post hardcore that are very big, like a Bring Me the Horizon and those kinds of things. Like I'm like, this is just like this is really heavy pop music. Like it feels soulless a lot of the times, or like certain bands like that are in that world, you know, where it's like this doesn't have any grit to it, where it's like, okay, you can give me something charming where maybe the vocals are a little off, but like the
Yeah.
fuck do I care? You know what I mean? Like it makes me feel good.
I think there's also something to be said about like context being everything. Like the worst song ever can be great if the setting's right. You know, I don't mind listening to dog shit country music at the beach with a beer.
On the right, yeah. No, I get you. There can be a mood for everything. Yeah. There's like
Yeah,
there's
man.
times where I'm like, oh shit. Black Eyed Peas, I got a feeling. I do have a feeling this night's gonna be a
Yo.
good hell yeah. And I'm like,
What's-
L'Haim.
Yo, what's that?
Not
We're
e-
on the way to a show, I think in Austin, and we're listening to Black Eyed Peas the whole way.
The whole way?
Yeah,
The whole
Really?
way.
the whole way.
I didn't even know they had that many songs.
They do.
Bro.
Where were you in the 2000s? Yeah, you're so
Yeah.
lucky. Yeah.
There's one time we listened to DJ Khaled.
No, that's insane. I don't think I would do that.
We the best music.
I
Yeah.
think he's probably one of the
And then the
funniest.
song ends, you're like, another one.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
fuck. The tuna's about to fucking flop out the car like a fucking fish. Just like,
Dead
fucking put
fish.
me out.
Or the time where we had like a 16-hour drive on like a tour we did last year, and Berger was
Mhm.
driving and was like, we're gonna listen to the entire history of the Beastie Boys.
Oh, that was awesome.
So like the whole drive.
Yeah.
Like the whole discography, like album by album.
Yes.
It was also accompanied by a podcast that went through the beginning of the Beastie Boys to like the end. It was sick as fuck.
Yeah.
That's a great way to eat up 16 hours.
That is true.
That yeah, I was gonna. That's right. When you're like, oh, the history of the Beastie Boys, I'm thinking, I'm like, this is like a fucking YouTube video, like a
No,
Just
but I
fucking
would
up.
watch that too.
yeah.
I learned so much.
Wow, that's great. Where was this tour with that you did last year?
It was on our own for the most part. We did the first 2 days with Arcadia Gray, Kersey Heights, and Leisure Hour.
Mhm.
and then we like split off, and then did Baton Rouge and Atlanta on our own, and then we came back for Tree Fest,
Yeah.
and we met up with our friends in Verblin for those 2 shows. And then and then we played
Fest.
Yeah, then we played Fest
With Big D
Hell
and
yeah.
the Kids Table.
So
And
sick.
Mustard Plug.
I mean,
That was awesome.
that was fun.
Mustard Plug. I knew like 2 or 3 Mustard Plug songs, and they're playing with the Voodoo Glow Skulls, and I'm thinking like ska. I'm thinking like Real Big Fish. I'm thinking it's gonna be like silly, you know, like it's like a bunch of corny white boys or something like that. I'm like, nah, these guys are fucking like big tough dudes. The pit is like the gnarliest pit I've been in. I'm like,
Yeah.
like that's when I realized I'm like, ska is not just for pussies. Like there is that is one small wave of ska. Like the rest of these guys will beat my ass. Wow.
Ska music's great. I was with a friend last weekend. We were making some music, and I went on a whole tirade about ska music because his whole perception of ska was like Real Big Fish, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no, it started in Jamaica, and
It's cool.
gay, and like,
Right? It's cooler than that. Then it goes on these English guys.
And I was like, and you know the checkerboard? Do you know what the checkerboard means, Denzel?
Are you familiar with a gentleman by the name of the Ska Mailman?
No, but that
If you
sounds...
use any TikTok or Instagram or anything, he's one of my good friends. We're on like a podcast network here. He has a show as well, and like it's just ska. And the ska community, let me say, the ska community, they're devoted.
Oh, yeah.
They are fucking loyal. They're all stick together. He today sent a DM to our group chat. He got fucking Fred Armisen on his show. It's like he's had like 7 episodes. Like the show's, it's like 2 months old, and he sends a picture, and it's like him and Fred Armisen. He's like, yeah, I've been harassing his publicist. We talked ska for like 30 minutes. I'm like,
bro,
fuck, did you get Fred Armisen? Like,
Holy shit.
you can do whatever you want.
No, yeah.
Right? I'm like, shit. Now what SNL cast member do I want? You know?
I think there's some self-awareness with ska fans too. Like they know how they're perceived, and they know what they're getting themselves into. You know, like there's got to be some...
There's pride in it.
Yeah,
There is, and there's a lack of like self-seriousness, but also like pride. Like we realize that, where it's like the new wave of emo bands do this very well, where it's like like this is silly, this or that, but like the people that call themselves the elder emos, like the mid-30s somethings, like they take it a little too seriously. They're all worked up, and I'll get shit all the time because I'll tell people, I'm like, half these bands we listen to fucking sucked. Like the bands now, like so many bands are better. Like I'd rather listen to Updog than I'd rather listen to Hawthorne Heights or one of those bands. I'm like, you just check this thing out, listen to something new, goddammit. But like, oh, this is Music Man's Broken Hearts. Like it's special to me, this and that, and it's like,
bruh. You were just growing up at that time.
Right? Yeah, you were just, that you don't like that song. You just miss having serotonin, brother. Like,
Yeah.
up your medication. You'll be vibing to anything, you know? Like,
reflecting on ska, I like the 4th wave a lot more than 3rd wave.
it took what third wave did was good, and it kind of like compounded it with interest.
Yeah.
Because you still have like the reason people think of ska the way they think of ska is specifically because of it's Real Big Fish's fault. Like,
yes, 1000%.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that as a man who loves Real Big Fish.
Yeah.
Aaron, if you're watching this, I love you. I saw you.
He knows he did this the same way Kurt Cobain is responsible for all the butt rock later on too. You know, like you make something great, you're gonna have 1,000 people rip it off and suck.
Right.
Yeah.
But like I don't think Sublime helped either.
Oh yeah.
Like,
What's like?
but I
It's funny because I was gonna say Sublime and No Doubt as well. Like both of them to me, where they're like ska adjacent almost. You know?
Yeah. It's like the 4th wave is like also like I feel like because the 3rd wave, the reason why there's only like a handful of bands I like, it got like really whitewashed. I feel, and like I found it like super annoying because you just had like these like just like I don't know, just like white people that like
it's a Latin genre, or it is a genre from for color. Yeah.
Yeah, and it became very like the mozzarella stick music or something. You know what I mean? Like oh, we're wacky, like we're silly, and it's like, no, this is music made by the oppressed. Like I think of
Yeah.
like the English ska bands. I'm like, these motherfuckers were ready to throw hands with
They were
people.
like
Like
fighting
they
for
like
unity, and then you have like
The super best, super best, super
hey,
best.
look at
No, I fucking love that song. She has a girlfriend now.
didn't age well.
Yeah.
But it's like see fourth wave bands are like more like queer and person of color led. It's just like, oh hey, like
We're up.
it's
Yeah.
sick.
I think that's a thing too in general too. Like I don't know when that stops, but I do know that like right now, like almost every band we interview, like back like the 2000 era, any of those 90s, 2000s, like it's like suburban white boys. The entire scene is made up of them. Or to the point that like if this was 10 years ago, the novelty of like, oh, Tuna, what's it like being in a band with with the guys? Which one of them are you dating? Or like that would have been like that wouldn't have even been weird. That's how they would have it's just like it was
You're
bullshit.
right.
Whereas now it's like, okay, we got people
Everyone-
that actually have like struggle and this and that, like there's a little more emotion. There's more like diversity musically too, because you're not all growing up on the same shit. Like we had Drought yesterday and they're, post-hardcore band from the Bay, and the lead singer Viggy, Indian, Canadian, grew up in Canada, Indian parents, like you, your worldview and your taste and shit is so much wider on that as opposed to like, well, I grew up listening to the radio and then I heard Blink-182 and I like Tony Hawk and then I got a guitar and here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think music is a lot more accessible now, and as time goes on, you have more. Because I think, like, I'm Gen Z, so, like, my generation, like, I listened to music growing up, like, I found music through YouTube, you know what I mean? And I think that's different from, like, y'all's generation. Not derogatorily, but, like, y'all
No,
found.
derogatorily, very derogatorily. Yeah.
No, y'all.
Full on derogatory. Yeah.
But there are different, like, ways that, like, people, I guess, listen to music, and I think over time, like, you have more, like, it's more accessible, and I think that kind of creates this bigger wave of, like, things are changing, it's more DIY, yeah.
Absolutely. And you can like really be exposed to it because like you're like, okay, you're on YouTube searching around like once upon a time, which fuck, I'm probably the oldest one. Like you had to go like buy the CD and you can only have so much music and you can only play so much music in your house if you had strict parents, or you can only play certain music. And if you didn't have friends that had a CD or access something, you wouldn't find it. Whereas with YouTube or something, you can just fucking fall down a rabbit hole and like all of a sudden you're like, damn, like I'm really into these like Indonesian like hardcore bands. And it's like, you would have never fucking did that 20 years ago. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I would also, it goes hand in hand with like not only is music more accessible, but like it's never been easier to make music for anybody now. Like that shit used to be behind a paywall. You had to know a producer, or like you had to like just to get into the studio or just get a guitar. Even learning guitar is so much easier now than it is, before fuck the 2004 when the internet finally became like widespread usable. But yeah, now you just pick up a Scarlett 2i2 and plug in.
Yeah.
And now you're a bedroom producer. How
And honestly, it's got to like that's one area where like hip hop had us beat, like we're like there was that like I think of like mid 2010s, like kind of starts like people call it, like SoundCloud rap, this and that, and it's like the entry to that was so much easier. Where with like full band shit, like like I like 10 years ago, we go make a record, and it's like, oh, you gotta pay because you gotta go do the drums in a nice room, and you gotta do this, and it's like $5,000, $6,000, and that's on the low end kind of thing. Whereas now, like the quality's gotten so good across the board that like it's been like democratized. You don't need to fucking play that shit.
Well,
And
also,
there's
like,
no more radio, so your music doesn't have to be at a certain like direct audio quality. Like it doesn't like, back in the day, it's like if you're switching between 5 songs and one of them doesn't sound like it belongs on the radio, it's seen as like second class. Whereas like it should, I don't expect anything to sound like Sabrina fucking Carpenter or whatever,
And also, I think because, I think the norm, at least from what I've seen, I could be fucking wrong, but everything seems to be more digitally, like, oriented, where I can't imagine, like, fucking back in the day, like, having to record, like, on actual fucking tape, and, like, that shit's
Oh
just,
yeah, no, those were like real musicians probably. Yeah, the guys, they're like, yeah, I remember people explain like, and we had to cut the tape and this and that. And I'm like, oh shit, I suck, bro. Y'all didn't have like Melodyne? Like, how did you pitch correct?
Yeah.
Have you experienced like in the scene then, I guess, in your experience, since this is your first band and stuff like that, has it seemed like a pretty fair world to women now and people that
Yeah.
aren't just the bros?
I think so. And I think, unfortunately, like, it is more accessible than it probably was 10 years ago, but there is still this very weird, like, attitude towards women. Like, I think more so in another band that I'm in. Like, we've toured, and it's weird because, I mean, our demographic with Updog is mainly like Gen Z and people like our age. So they get it, but
Yeah.
in this other band, it's like more of a Gen X crowd, and it's a lot of like
Oh yeah.
older dudes, and they're
Yeah.
weird, and like I've had times where this guy was like, this guy bought pizza for all the bands, and so like I come up to get a pizza, and I'm like, oh, like you got pizza for all the band, or I said something, and he was like, yeah, like it's for the band members, but you can have one too, I guess. And I was like, just little stuff like that where it's not the end of the world, but it's very like
No, it's
very
just like old. It's like the racism from like your grandpa or something, where it's like he doesn't
yeah.
mean it in like a hateful
Yeah,
way, but
he's
it's
just
just
like,
like, brother, you can't
you
fucking like you
you can't
see
fit.
things like slightly like I can see you're saying that, like I can see my dad being like, oh,
Yeah.
is she dating one of them? And it's like,
Yes,
no,
dude,
she's
it's
a
the
person. She's a
worst.
person.
Yeah.
Like just
That's the worst part, but I mean, I think that's really good, like, with Gen Z, that's something they're very, like, understanding of, and they're very, like, open to it, and I respect that a lot. The only thing that you really have to worry about is, like, the creeps, like, because I feel like no matter where you go or what you do, people are gonna be, like, gross and, like, disrespectful towards you, and
I like to
it sucks.
I guess I imagine that the creeps like stopped with like millennials. There's Gen Z creeps out there.
Um,
It's kids that
well,
grew up with their whole life on the internet and the ability to get canceled and they're still being weird.
creeps are creeps,
I yeah.
Yeah.
It's it that that even Donald Trump still has people who support him. He's like one of
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, there's definitely still Gen Z creeps. I think I just imagine they're
yeah.
not in our world.
Yeah, in a normal world, like there shouldn't be creeps either. Yeah, there shouldn't be racism either. Like,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but we live in a country
In a
where
society.
like
We live in a society.
we live in a society where we're willing to literally elect a felon pedophile, and then those people are still going to be like, hey,
Hell yeah.
my
I'm
God.
not taking this dude off my profile
Ooh,
picture until
like,
fucking
Yeah.
2035.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro,
No, it's
Just
like
check out my sweet Donald Trump AI picture I made where he's really buff.
No, very fucking side note. Whenever they were having the protests, I like the No Kings. I drove past the No Kings, and there was like a tiny Trump like parade. It had to be like 30 people at most, but all the flags were like Trump, and there was one flag. It was an AI generated image. There was fire behind Trump, and he had had a 6-pack, and
Sick.
it's like,
He's
why do you
so
have?
buff.
Why do
Big
you have
bulge in
that?
his pants. Yeah,
What did
just
you
super
think about?
powerful. It's
Yeah,
like somewhere out there is some dude is just like AI generating images of Trump like, hooking up with his wife and his whole
yeah,
family, just like, yeah,
sucking
that's my
feet.
daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like
No, oh yeah,
Trump feet. Let me see those bone spurs.
dude, I bet his feet are all red. Sorry, Cody.
That's
What were you gonna
probably,
say?
yeah. In the grand scheme of people I would like to see naked, Donald Trump is bottom 5 or 10 probably.
I
Yeah.
want to see just because I'm interested. Like, he's very unique to me in the way that
Oh,
I would. I mean, I would just be in awe. Like, you
Like
look
a
like
morbid
that.
curiosity.
Yeah, it's like
well, out of curiosity, yeah.
I would just like poke him. Like, that's you? Yeah, is that real?
How does it
You're
look?
gonna want to use a stick.
Yeah.
I can't remember. There was literally today, my buddy, it was Phil Mickelson, the golfer. I don't know what the context was, but Phil Mickelson, did you guys see, there was some tweet that he said, or some text that leaked where it said, and I quote, Big Daddy Trump ready to swing his 14-inch cock in front of Newsom's face will drive up any star. Just like,
Get a job.
the guy has a job. He's like a professional golfer. It's like you're a 60-year-old millionaire and you're just worried about this other man's wiener like that? Like,
that's
my buddy,
Crazy.
I just get a text from my buddy. He's like 14 with all these question marks. And I'm like, what's the context here? And then he sends that. And I'm like,
Man.
Lord.
They know something we don't.
You're
Yeah.
Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're wrong. There's something that we just haven't.
we just don't understand. I think
Well,
yeah,
I I did have that moment though when after this last November, the election, because I live in LA and I live in a fucking I realize I live in a bubble. And she gets fucking dog walked by this guy. And I'm like, I spent like a week just being like, surely 30, 50, 60, however many people vote for him, they're not all evil people. They can't all be morons. What is the appeal? Like, I just tried to understand it so hard. I was like, am I wrong? Are we wrong? Like, where do we fuck this up? Like, is it messaging?
Yeah, no, you're right. I've had that before. Like, even all this shit with, like, ICE or, like, anything fucking going on, you think, oh my God, like, you'll see something horrendous, you'll read it, like, an article, and you'll be like, there's no way that, like, anyone has any sort of feeling other than disgust about this thing. And you check the comments and it's like, that's my boy. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, what words are you reading to interpret it in that way? I don't know if we're speaking the same language or what. It's so weird.
No.
Yeah.
I find solace in, I tell myself at the very least, oh, that's a bot. That's just a bot. Like,
yeah, that helps.
It helps. It does. Cause like I've never, and maybe it's because I surround myself with better people, but I haven't yet found a guy somewhere in public who's just like, everything that's going on right now is good and I support it. Like, I haven't found that guy yet.
I have.
Well, good thing you're not hanging out with other guys.
I was gonna say, yeah.
So where do I find these people who are like applauding?
You live in Texas. I feel like you probably could just drive around. You find it in a certain neighborhood.
Yeah.
There's fucking clan photos. Like, and I was looking at this book, like, I think 2 days ago, it had like old historical pictures of Corpus, and there was one. It was like a clan's funeral for like some fucking guy. It was crazy.
Well, dude, fucking Corpus has like, there's like, I mean, the cops are racist and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you have like in Rockport, like 45 minutes north of us, there's like the town square is owned by the KKK.
What?
Jesus.
Like, fuck, yeah. Fucking, there's Arrogant Brotherhood in Flower Bluff. Like,
that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
Dude,
like,
when we were driving back home, we stopped at that random gas station because someone had to pee or something, and I get back in the car and I'm with Tuna's partner, and there's these people walk in, guy shirtless, and like right here on his abdomen, he has like a giant swastika tattooed.
Jesus.
And I'm like, fella, that man has a full blown swastika tattoo. But they were being fucking. I mean, he's already weird enough for having. Yeah.
You tell me the guy with the swastika tattooed on him was being weird?
He was. Yeah. Who'd have thought? But they were like hovering around their car that was parked outside in a very odd manner, kind of just like waiting for a time to go in. And I'm like, this doesn't look safe. We need to leave now. And thankfully the rest of the band comes out, and I'm like, guys, we gotta go. Like, that man just walked in. He had a swastika on his stomach. Like,
his vein bulging out.
I don't want to diagnose anyone, but I was gonna say that sounds like meth.
It's like the rock star energy type of like area guy.
Yeah, it gas station. Yeah,
it was very, very interesting to witness, and I was like, fuck, I haven't seen that. That was the first time I had seen that, and I was like, wow.
It was in the boonies too, which is where a lot of that shit is.
Very secluded area, yeah. So,
yeah, I was in West Virginia like 7 years ago, and I remember either West Virginia or one of the Virginia. I don't know which one I was in, but we were at like a convenience store, and they were selling the Confederate flags and the General Lee hat, and I put one on to be, this isn't real. Like, what is going on? I put it on, and some dude gave me like a look, like a right on, brother. And I was like, get this the fuck off me. I was like, I'm going to buy this flag. I'm going to take it across the street. I'm going to light it on fire. I'm going to get some silly photos doing that. And I'm going to do it behind the truck because I know every motherfucker here has guns. It's just like, I don't think this is real. It's like,
yeah, it's so normal in Corpus too, which is crazy because we're like a town of mostly Hispanic people, but I think if I'm not mistaken, we are like a majority Trump town. I could be wrong, but the vibes are very much like people are very.
We have a Charlie Kirk billboard, Tuna.
Yeah. At a gun shop.
Yeah, across from the gun shop. Like it's like the irony is lost on them. They're so stupid. They're so dumb.
Crazy.
Like
It's fun.
actually, it's not us. They're actually fucking stupid.
You know, it's not. It's not. I came to the same conclusion. It's not at all. It's not. It's not.
It's a fucking joke.
Crazy.
It's like I feel like we're living in a simulation. Like sometimes I see shit. Like I remember seeing the headline like Donald Trump posts AI picture of himself as the Pope, and I was like, what could this be? And I open it. I open it, and it's the fucking lo and behold, and I'm just like, I don't know what I expected. Like that's the shit that would happen.
But it's like, I feel like even in Florida too, more in Florida. Florida's scary too. Like
Florida, I would not. Yeah.
yeah,
Fuck no.
there's this one part of town we're in that the place we're staying, and our drummer, who's our friend Andy, she's black, and they literally once we heard from locals at Fest, they were telling us oh hey, don't let her walk around by herself over there, and we're just like, what the fuck?
She did have a habit of walking away from us whenever we would be at a venue setting up.
Like, no, we're supposed to be like your handlers here. She's like, what? Like, what? Like, you're like,
Well, if you want to
don't know
walk
how to
around,
explain this.
sure. Not that she can't do that, but
no, it's like
Same.
just be like, yeah, just being told that when we're in Florida, we're just like, this is fucking scary. What?
Yeah. Even the house, the Airbnb we stayed at was very much like old plantation vibes. Like
Yeah.
it's creepy.
Yeah, Florida's
Jesus.
scary too.
I don't like that one fucking bit. Like I live in such a bubble here. I don't realize this shit exists. I went to high school in Alberta, Canada, like 800 miles above the Montana border, and it's basically like it's Texas there. Like it's just flat plains, and I remember I was there. It was October 2016, so like a month before the election, and I saw multiple Trump bumper stickers, and I'm like, this is a different country. Like
it's a cult. It's a fucking cult of personality. It's scary.
It was like, remember when I think it was at Alabama when we're passing through, we saw that highway sign. It was like, first White House to the Confederacy, exit here.
Can't imagine.
yeah, brother, that's
I'm gonna keep driving.
Yeah.
I'd be kind of quiet in that. Yeah, you don't want to be bragging about the wars you fucking lost. You know what I mean? Like you got take your L. Like
It's just one of those places yeah, let's not stop and for gas here.
Some place that really interested me was Oregon, the beautiful area of Oregon, because I feel like it's evil.
You think it's super progressive, huh?
So I got two things about that. The rural area was very, very fucking scary just because, I mean, it was beautiful, but I remember we went to a gas station and I'm very, I look white, here in Corpus, but when you go up north and it's all white people,
yeah.
I realized oh shit, these people are different. And I remember we went to the gas station, I bought some snacks, and then I went to the van, I got my water bottle, my plastic water bottle, and I went to the fountain and I filled it with water. And the lady was eyeing me the whole time and she was like, you have to pay for that. And I was like, oh, it was just water. And she was like, it's 50 cents, which isn't a big deal, but just the overall way
you could tell. Yeah.
You could tell. And then so that's the rural areas, and then more in the city, I expected it to be progressive, which it is, but almost to a fault where it's very patronizing white people that are so disconnected from the actuality of things that I think they're kind of racist without meaning to be, and they overcompensate by being overly
ultra. Yeah.
And it's just
exactly.
It's pretty bad, but I don't know. I feel like evil shit is everywhere.
It's like white person with dreads energy.
Yes, there was this car that had stickers on it, and one of the stickers on the back was my heroes wear dreadlocks, and our drummer was like, that guy is most definitely white.
Yeah, he's a white boy. I lived in Oregon I went to first, second, and third grade in Oregon. I lived right on the coast. And it's I haven't been there since 99. It's been forever, but it's I just looking back, it's there's a lot of, it's a rural thing. It's rural. You think oh, Pacific Northwest, same thing, California. People think California, oh, this weird hippie liberal bubble. It's nah, brother. If I go 20 miles east of here, they're gonna, they're gonna call my kids slurs. Yeah. It's not gonna be nice.
Crazy, dude. It's still
Do you think being in a an environment like that where you got fucking Governor Abbott and Trump supporters and shit around you, does that kind of help make the band better in the sense of like people always say, oh, there's going to be good punk rock that comes out of this and shit like that. Is that kind of
I think there's good
an indirect response?
there's good community out of it.
Yeah.
Musically,
go.
I feel like we're all like stressed the fuck out, but like community wise, we're all like we all kind of band together for like that sense of like we all got each other, like fuck all that, like all that shit, you know?
Yeah, it's just like we're always gonna write, I guess, like punk music, but it's like, yeah, it's like the community. Because I mean, United States is just like was founded on white supremacist principles, and like those principles are never gonna leave unless like the current government's abolished. So it's like Southern hospitality is definitely real, and
Yeah.
it's like especially around like people of color community, and yeah, it's like the community pretty much has your back, and like kind of like honestly, like it's like a safety, like it's like your safe space, like it's cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people
No.
don't realize that there's a lot of people of color, there's a lot of LGBTQ people here that are trying so hard to make, I'm just gonna say Texas, because we faced a lot of the brunt of, like, when there was the flood, and then you had like the northern liberals being like, y'all guys deserve that.
Yeah, let them. You voted for this, and you're like, motherfucker, I didn't.
You dude, like there's so many. It's like they're so progressive that they forget that the ideals that
They're
they're fighting for. Yeah, they're so disconnected from the fact that, like, hey man, there's a lot of people down here fighting to make this area better, and it's almost like they're doing a reverse. Like, if you don't like it here, then leave.
Yeah.
But they don't realize that they're saying that, and it's
the
like,
Oregon effect.
dude,
Yeah.
it's
Oregon effect.
it's
It's-
crazy, and it drives me fucking insane. It's like,
What?
there's so many people, not just in Texas, but in a lot of conservative states that are
Mhm.
working very, 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 very hard to make their community and their state better. And it's like, oh, those people don't just exist because they live in a conservative state. Now
Yeah.
they're bad too. Like,
Not to mention, we live in a country where like the voter turnouts are so, where it's like there's more people in Texas that don't support Donald Trump. There's more people in Texas that probably don't give a fuck either way than there is the people like waving the flags on their cars and stuff like that. But it kind of gets lumped in. Like I told you, I was like, why, like after the election, I'm like trying to figure it out. What I came to, my conclusion is like, it's all messaging. There's two types of people in the world. There's the kids that were in the honors classes and the AP classes, and there was the kids that had to get bribed with personal pan pizzas to read books,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like their parents.
5% of the world is the AP kids. That's the rest of the world. You have to incentivize people. Donald Trump's over here lying to these people, telling them, like he's like the kid at the school that's like, I'm going to fucking put fruit punch in the drinking fountain. And they go for it because there's something in it for them. Our team is like, you got to eat your vegetables because it's the right thing to do. You don't want to be a bad person, right?
Yeah.
And to a lot of people that like, like it's a game. It's a popularity contest. You got to trick people. And I think a lot like those people that like you say like ICE stuff, like people, you think no one would be for it. The thing is, like, I think there's an uncomfortable truth that comes with sitting with these things and realizing like, okay, I am privileged in certain ways. That doesn't mean I'm bad. And it doesn't mean I didn't work my ass off for what I have. It's just like, okay, there's levels to this shit. But like I have a good buddy that's like, kind of a right winger. And like, it's like, well, I didn't have any privilege. Like I grew up poor. My mom is this and that. And it's like, yes, you're right. Your life was tough also. But like, I've been with you when we've been pulled over. It goes easier. Like
you
there's
didn't
little.
you didn't have additional things that other people have to deal with.
Exactly. And it's uncomfortable for people to sit with stuff like that. People don't like sitting with their own thoughts. That's why we have, phones that we can scroll on all day.
It's a privilege to not realize that you have a privilege.
Yes. And I didn't know. I didn't for a long time because I lived in Oregon and Canada and San Diego. And like, it wasn't until I moved to LA when I was like, put in positions where I wasn't it wasn't 80% white people. And I'd be like, oh shit, like, this is a lot different. Like, this is, like, oh, interesting.
We're living in interesting times, but I don't know. I have high hopes. I'm scared, but like, what can you do other than, give up? Don't give up. Don't be a bitch. Do something.
Revolutionary pessimism.
Yes,
He'll be dead.
doomerism
It's
is
okay.
the end of us all. Doomerism.
He'll be gone. He's gonna die.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I know it. I'm
Yeah,
like,
he'll be dead
that
soon.
days. I love it.
I've had to like edit out 3 like different episodes where like, I'll be like, yeah, Charlie Kirk. I'm like, yeah, they're coming. We're podcasters. They're shooting us in the neck. And I'm like, I should maybe take that part out. One of them is going to see it and they're going to dox me and someone's going to be outside my kid's school calling in bomb threats or something. Like, I'm just trying to have a laugh. Like, fuck.
The Aryan brothers.
Anyways, on these bright sunny notes here, Going Nowhere Fast, the EP. What are the plans? Are we planning up another tour here? Almost the end of the year here. What are the 2026 Updog plans?
So definitely want to go record an LP 2 in January. That's the goal.
Shit, okay.
And then like February, March, do some touring around. Like we're thinking about like starting East Coast, going Midwest for like 10 to 14 shows.
Mhm.
Looking into that. As far as summer, we're still trying to think about summer plans. But like a lot like pretty much like we probably gonna do like a lot of like 3 dates, like week-long runs next year.
We have a trumpet player.
Yeah, I have a new trumpet player now that we're really excited.
Burger's ready.
No, no,
Oh,
she's not.
no.
Look at that pose. Look at that pose.
Burger, how do you think about this?
I appreciate that, Burger. You look like you just got caught doing something bad on a ring cam, brother. Like, I can't tell. Yeah, I can't tell if he's Karening or Chris Hansen. It's like, fuck, like, what's going on here? Like, yeah. I feel for you, Burger.
But yeah, definitely more touring next year. Like once like February, March comes.
If you could book yourself on any tour, who's the dream Updog, headliner? If you could con your way onto any tour.
I don't mind.
I don't know.
I will go Jawbreaker.
Oh, I was gonna say get us with fucking like Bon Jovi or some shit.
Bon Jovi, yeah.
Get us with Journey.
I feel like there's 2 answers. There's 2
Sublime
separate
is Rome.
answers to this question. There's like the bands that I would just love to play with, or the bands that I know would bring a really good crowd. Just
Right, there's like the homies. Yeah, like it'd be fun to tour with these guys and hang out, but like there'd be
Sublime.
a lot of people at that Bon Jovi show.
Yeah.
I want to play with like a rapper. Like I want to play with T-Pain or some shit.
Yo,
That would be cool.
if we
So
did like
fucking
something
sick.
with like Denzel Curry, that
Yo,
was so cool.
yeah. Hop
That'd
on-
be sick.
If we
Iron
opened up.
Sheik.
They're dead.
No, they're not.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's the other Iron Sheik that's dead. The guy.
Yeah.
The wrestler.
I was thinking of Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. He's smiling down. Yeah,
Also dead.
He's smiling up at
Iron
us.
Sheik is with Hulk Hogan right now. Yeah,
Yeah, just beating his ass.
yeah.
That's not no
They might be in different places, actually. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Iron
dang,
Sheik seemed like a sweetheart.
Do they have WWE in heaven?
Oh, you bet they do.
Hell yeah, brother. Brother,
Got
you don't
from
think
the-
Macho Man's up there right now, dropping the elbow on
Yeah.
fucking whoever? There's no bad guys. I don't really know. Yeah, I got to really study the concept of heaven and hell. I have a very loose understanding of it. But like, yeah, in my head, there's definitely there's a lot of wrestling in heaven. Yeah, backyard
Yeah.
wrestling, indie wrestling, WWE, a lot of stuff. Yeah. Ironically enough, though, a lot of the big wrestlers and Vince McMahon and those kind of guys will be in hell. So it's kind of like a
Maybe
DIY wrestling thing up there.
they can probably like, I'm sure, like, because God is like all knowing and can do whatever he wants. He could probably like team up with Satan and be like, hey, let's do like a sick pay-per-view, like
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
bring-
Call your local satellite provider today.
Hell yeah.
Just put something on for everybody real quick. Like,
Yeah.
bring
God's
Hulk-
got a good wrestling body, too. I'm thinking of Jesus' son, but I imagine it's genetics. Like, great six-pack abs. Like, he puts in a little work on, like, the chest and the arms. Like, that guy would look so fucking tough out there in, like, the
I think you
Speedo.
would tag team with Archangel Michael. That would probably be sick.
I have one of the guys that works with us is a diehard wrestling fan and also grew up very religious. So I'm very curious. I'm imagining in like 3 weeks when he gets to this episode, he's going to be like, actually, God would team with this guy. Because then I'll be like, interesting. Like, this is the
Oh.
religious conversation I'm into. Yes.
The guy that who ripped a lion's jaw off, he goes crazy. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Man. Yeah, okay.
Is that the one
Fuck
where they
yeah.
could-
They cut his hair and he
Yeah.
loses all his power. Yeah.
I'd be pissed.
He'd have long-haired Samson, not short-haired Samson.
You gotta have long. You gotta have it like wet like a wrestler too, so it flows
Yeah.
around when you throw the punches and stuff. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in on this. I've been trying to actually get bands to like pick some fights and create some feuds here. So I've been trying to do like, because part of podcasting is you got to eventually grift, and I see Logan Paul, he does it very well. I want to do like a Triller, like a emo fight night, get some rivalries going, but it's very tough because, like you said, the community is very friendly and strong now, which is good,
Yeah,
but it doesn't
yeah.
lend itself very well to my grift. So I'm thinking now I'm gonna shift the attention over like a religious, fantasy-based CGI religious wrestling. That sounds a little better.
I think you could figure, like, there's definitely people in bands that probably secretly also want to be a wrestler, which you could be like, hey, if you can just pretend, right? All wrestling's pretend and fake. You can start emo wrestling like type thing.
Here we go.
And then it's just like, hey, Kerosene Heights, we're coming for you.
We're coming for you, yeah.
No.
I'm gonna fuck you up, Riley.
Yeah.
You little fucking twinks, like fucking Harrison Gordon.
Yeah, and if we get everybody in on that, and then have like a emo rumble, like,
right? And it works. It's fun too, because like I'll bring it up like in bands, like it's everyone's community. It's fun. You're like, well, rappers get to fucking fight, and country, like pop stars, there's all this beef and stuff. It's like we're all friendly. I heard the emo bands used to have rivalries. Like we're all friends now. It's like, well, you can fucking pretend. We can just trick people, The band you're talking about that secretly wants to be wrestlers, by the way, they're called Summer Brews. That's the band, Summer Brews.
Oh yeah, no, Summer Breeze is sick.
Yeah, Mike, very much everything. Yeah, he just wants to be a wrestler.
So Burger used to be part of a wrestling gym, and they're trying to become a wrestler.
So did I. No fucking way.
yeah, I was trying to show Burger up there. If I lean far enough, I melt.
Burger. I feel like I should be picking a fight with a podcaster or the thing, but Burger, I'll put on a match with your brother. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, after my mom died, I signed up for wrestling school and music school, and I started them the same week.
Holy
I think
shit.
most people would I was supposed to like go off the deep end or like pick up like a drug habit or something like that, but I like really got into scholastics, but it was fake scholastics. It was fucking pro wrestling school and a music school that you find like in the back of like the fucking music magazine.
That's actually pretty awesome, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been awesome if I would have fucking finished either one, technically. Fake music school dropout. Before we wrap it up, I need to know the new EP. First off, I love it. I love that it's fucking 15 minutes and it just fucking kicks you in the head very fast, right out the door, and to the point that I was listening to it earlier and it passed the skateboard test, which like to listen to music to me, you need to be in motion. So it's like, all right, I'm either going to go for a drive or ride a bike or a skateboard or something. So it's like, try my skateboard. And like, it goes so well that like it wraps around that like I'm like halfway through the voice recording and I realize it started over again. Like it just kind of feeds into itself and it's like, okay, like I don't get sick of this at all. It's nice and quick. So you guys did a great job on this EP. It's fucking wicked. But obviously, songs are like babies and, these are like your kids here. You have an attachment to them all. Like any good parent, what's your favorite kid? The other songs won't hear this.
Off of the EP only?
Yeah.
I mean, you could pick another one. Sure, you could pick off the record or one of the singles. Yeah, fuck yeah.
I think
There's
for
no
me,
rules.
I'd say Gagoo's only because it was I'd never really written something before that, and I wrote that when I was like in high school, and I was like kind of figuring out my identity musically. So it's a little sentimental to me. Sorry.
Got the album closer there too, the EP closer too. That's a pivotal spot right there. Nice coming of age story. What's the story behind the title on that though?
So the tour we did last year, we passed by some sort of like billboard. It said "Goo-Goos and Praline sold here," which is cool. But Burger did this thing where he started going "Goo-Goo," and it just kind of turned into a whole thing. So now it's like a reference to that.
It's like none of us knew what goo-goos were either. We're like, what the fuck is a goo-goo?
I have no fucking clue. Yeah,
It's a nut. It's a type of nut.
fucking since when?
Dude, they're not.
Is a praline a nut? I thought a praline was. I saw praline. It's like a snack. It's like a pretzel.
Yeah, praline is like
like
a nut
caramel.
covered in caramel.
Yeah, caramel, like a milky caramel stuff.
Shit, only in Florida.
I
That's
was
a
gonna say,
thing.
Nah, it's in Texas.
I'm talking about a goo.
Goo-goos are here too.
What?
Yes, yeah, they're in Galveston.
Bro, what the fuck?
damn.
We have goo-goos
Yeah.
here.
You're gonna have to know more about Goo Goos as the Goo Goo questions start coming in. Yeah.
I really love to play I'm Tired.
No,
That's
no.
like one of my favorite songs from our first album. But also Disappointment at the Torchies
Sounds fun.
that's just a fun song.
Yeah.
I like Disappointment at the Torchies. Those are probably like my top two. They could get into a fight and whoever dies.
Whoever went, yeah, the tougher kid. That's good. Yeah, competition breeds. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I like In the Room a lot.
Yeah.
That was really fun to play live.
It is fun.
And
For you. That
that
shit hurt.
it's really fast and like I don't know. I like the lyrics a lot on that one too.
Yeah, that one's fun.
I felt like I like the conversation earlier about like just saying like random shit that's just like kind of on the spot and it works. I feel like there's like stuff in that song that like
That's probably like an example of that perfectly, where you're probably like yummy yummy die or something like that, and you're like,
Yeah,
because
there's
it,
gotta
like,
be something like I could say something that's stupid, and then you're like, then you play it a few times, you're like, no, that's kind of fucking sick. Like, I'm gonna stick with that. Like that's fun. No one's gonna forget that. Like,
yeah, because it's like
We pushed ourselves with that song.
yeah, we did push us in that song and like those lyrics. Yeah, it was like another one where I just like wrote in there 'cause I was just like I was really pissed off about like just like trust fund punks and like people romanticizing struggle while like not willing to do anything in it. Just like
The Portland effect.
yeah, the
I was
Portland.
gonna say, those are those. Yeah,
It's like I care
those
about
motherfuckers losing us elections. Yeah.
yeah, it's like I care about these issues, but I'm not gonna do something about it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
or
I'm gonna
just
tweet about it.
at it. Like of course you could throw money at it 'cause you have a lot of money, but it's like that's like their only like relations to like struggles like so it's just like
Dude, they should be giving us some of that money, dog. Next time you talk to them, fucking.
so it's just like yeah, I was just like I don't know. The Bird Comes Bird Comes Yummy Yummy Die was like it was like it went with it, you know?
Yeah,
The
it's a
lyric.
vibe.
Yeah.
So simple.
I think that would, I think, yeah, because that's the third track. I think by the time, so when he sends it over, it's like, I listened to it like once through kind of like really quickly, like just threw it on and something that, and then I like put the headphones in, I listened, I think I hit you up, I was like, oh yeah, we fucking like this. Like, I think it was either that or Torchies where I'm just like, I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, oh, this is fucking, okay. This feels like a band. This feels like I'm in a room and something can go wrong at any fucking minute. Like, it's like, musically, it's like hanging on a fucking wire here, and if it fucking falls, shit's falling apart. Like you're just kind of like balancing on this line the whole time. Like it feels very fucking refreshing.
Yeah,
I've never heard
that's a
anybody
very
say
illustrative thing to say.
Yeah.
You know, like it's because like I was saying, like with a lot of these rock, like it doesn't exist in our world so much, but a lot of these bigger bands, and it frustrates the shit out of me, like when certain bands that are big, because it's like I should be the one in charge of the music industry. The opinions of the world should be based on mine, you know, like everyone feels. But it's like I'm like this, like it feels so safe. It feels formula. It feels like I know what's gonna happen next. Whereas like I listen to this EP, I've heard it, 15, 16, 17 times now. It's like I really don't know what the fuck is coming next a lot of the time. Like it feels like urgent. And to me, rock music in general has like this fucking urgency to it. And it's like this. Is this the Descendants? Is this the fucking Queers? Is this Jeff Rosenstock? Is this like what is this? Like it's fucking wicked. It feels like you're talking about recording. Like a lot of times you lose that feeling and stuff like that. Like you're just sitting there like plug in. The EP doesn't have that at all. So like I was honestly kind of thinking you guys recorded it live because it just like how
it was easy. It was probably the easiest recording. Like it was definitely easier to record this than the first LP.
Yeah.
But things went a lot smoother, and I also think that we were more prepared.
You knew what to expect.
Yeah. We got recording done in like
a week.
2 weeks. Yeah, like
like
a
a week or two,
like,
Sick.
and then honestly, like Steven,
he's a
like
great
he's
producer.
a great producer. He plays. He played in a ska core band called Molotov Compromise. I got like pretty big for a bit. So like they like he like knows kind of like the idea is like oh knows emo, knows ska, knows like punk. So like knew what to like if they
You're
had
like kind of how I understand how to mash these things together. Yeah.
yeah kind of guide us a bit. And then our person who did our mastering Josh
Mm.
like like did like a really great job mastering. And like it was like a friend of ours that like just like I like the first scene I got involved with was like the hardcore scene. And like he was in a band that like reminded me a lot of modern high school. And like it was like I like grew up like watching his bands and like whenever I was like first getting to like what was a scene in the community. So like having him be able to like master it was like really cool.
Hell yeah, that's sick. Plus, like, it's helpful working with people that like understand your reference points and shit too. You know, like we're going for this. You don't have to like show them that. You know.
Yeah, and like whenever he mastered it, he told us it's like, hey, like I felt like I was at like a house show, like singing along with friends while I was
Yes.
doing this, and I was like, oh heck yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Like it feels alive. Like it feels like a living thing. It's like just in motion kind of thing. You know. So fucking good job. Good fucking job on that. You guys did nice. Before we wrap up, for the people listening who maybe don't know how to find you on the internet for some reason, as if the links aren't down there below us, can you tell them where to find you on the internet and where they might be seeing you coming up?
I guess Updog the band on Instagram, Updog 420666
Audio Mac, baby.
on Twitter, yeah, AudioMac, Tidal, Bandcamp, Spotify, Apple Music, we're all on it. Just like search Updog 2 words on
2
the.
words, not 1 word, because there's this dork out there who is
There's some dipshit I know. No, I saw that guy. I was gonna dox him for you or something like that. Because yeah, he's really getting in the way because his name pops up first. Because I write it as one fucking word. Because on Twitter I see it as 1 word.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this fucking asshole popping up here every time. You guys got.
Also, he might be really nice. I'm sorry I called you a dork.
Well, it's like really
He's gonna be a fucking sweetheart. I'm gonna feel so bad. Yeah.
because it's like
Updog 1, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry, man.
Too. That's our name on the thingy.
Yeah. I thought you picked it for that reason. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Listen, I get like kind of bummed out whenever like sometimes like if you look up Updog on social media and sometimes it's like, oh shit.
You have to scroll to find it.
Well, it's just like some white rapper who has the Updog with 1 word. And it's just like, oh no.
He should have taken. He has like glasses.
Yeah, he has glasses and a stupid bucket hat.
Let's do a
fucking
season
bozo.
like suing for his name.
I'm glad we all knew who we were talking about.
Yeah, no, you
I brought this up before.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hit this fucking guy up and I'm gonna get him on the fucking show and I'm gonna solve this.
That could be the first
That's
person
the
that we
wrestling.
wrestle.
Yeah.
Right? There we go. Now we got a match.
The
We got a
fucking
match.
fight, dog fight, bro.
We're gonna find out which big dog eats and which dog goes home. Yeah, fuck. This Sunday on pay-per-view. I appreciate you guys joining me. This was out of hand and hilarious. I fucking love your guys' bands. Appreciate you. Collectively. Let Burger. Nice to see you. I'll see you around soon. All right, that's a lot of solo time with Burger. You guys can come back. Yeah, like I was like, I really haven't met the guy. Like I didn't really actually have like that much to say to him. You know, like I hear you also enjoyed wrestling. I also enjoy watching the wrestling on TV. Maybe we can get stoned and watch wrestling and fucking wrestle around one time. Then I'm like, I'm talking to a green screen.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just like, yeah.
No, the words are cutting through to them.
They feel
I
it.
feel it. I feel it.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. And Trevor, who is also not here.
Trevor.
I think Trevor's feeling it.
Trevor's feeling something.
Feeling it.
Trevor might be the funniest person in the band. I never know what goes through his mind before he says something. And it comes out, and I'm like, I need to know what dots you connected for all of it to come out of your mouth, because whatever it was, like, I need to be in there to truly.
Like, how is that little fucking? How's it fucking wired up there? Like, what's
Yeah.
the fucking
He's
just
like
a
a
fucking
monkey.
few little. It's just it's just a pile of etch a sketches just fucking overheating and getting fucking pressed together. Yeah, bunch of etch a sketches making sex at a grocery store. Yeah, basically what it is. Well, on that note, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Keep
a
fucking
blast.
crushing it. Hopefully we'll see you at Fest next year.
Oh, that
I
was
would
sick.
love that.
That'd be fun.
actually.
Hopefully, yeah, that'd be
Let's get
sick.
some wheels turning. Let's get some
Yeah.
wheels turning. Yeah. Hell yeah. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Hey man, it's your boy Petty Hendrix, man. You tuned in to Emo Kid Anomalies. Check it out, you did.